told you that we could all become better, enhanced version of ourselves and learn new tasks in half the expected time just by giving our brains a short electric zap. No, this is not the sequel to the popular science fiction film Lucy. I am talking about a team of startup researchers who are currently developing the world's first consumer brain-computer interface headsets right in the heart of the city of Perth. Let's join the young and ambitious team here at Humm Tech, who are developing concentration-boosting wearable neurotechnology.
There were 4 of us at the very start. 3 of us actually went to school together but met as young kids. The neuroscientist on the team did some research in about second year uni, which is about 6 years ago now. I was one of his guinea pigs in that study, and he was electrocuting my brain, making my legs jiggle and things like that. Once he'd finished that research, it was actually published. We discussed it as a group of friends and realised that that was what we wanted to do with the future, to build the brain-computer interface. The brain is actually an electrical circuit. So just like the lights have a circuit behind them that provides them electricity, the brain is a series of wires basically where electricity is flowing all over, except it's in 3D. So it's like a lump that's covered in electricity. So once you know that, we can actually measure that electricity, and we can put things on the head, like just a little electrode here, bits of metal, that record that electricity. Then from that, we can learn what's going on inside the brain. So if someone's having really excited thoughts, or if someone's really tired, we can actually see that from the electricity that we're getting out of the brain. Once we know those things, we can decide what we want to do to the brain. He is streaming his brain data live to the computer in front of you. So there's 4 electrodes collecting electrical signals, voltages and currents, streaming that via Bluetooth to a computer. On the computer, we're doing some data processing, some signal processing. So applying an algorithm that gets rid of the noise from things like muscle movements, which also cause electricity. The technology requires a really clean signal. That means that you need electrodes that are really high quality, but also medical grade electrodes for EEG are usually wet, which means that you need to wet them a little bit, put them on the head. That gets sticky, it's not very comfortable. So we're working with dry electrodes, and dry electrodes are still a fairly new thing. They don't give as good of a signal in most cases as a wet electrode in a hospital does, so that's a technical challenge. Also, we want this to be really comfortable. Solder, though, is actually owned by SpaceCubed, which is WA's largest collaboration, co-working and innovation space. This solder space is full of 3D printers, soldering equipment. It's got every kind of tool that we could ever need. It's really great to have an opportunity to be able to come in here and use it. They've been really generous letting us do that. We look for people who are really passionate about building things and making them work. But more importantly, I think the best thing to do is to actually start executing. So we all go to school and get taught lots of theory. We get the opportunity to play with things and stuff at school, but none of that really means anything to you, or you really understand what those things that you're taught are and how they work in the real world until you try and build something. So think about what kind of company you could build and just have a go. There's lots of information on the internet that can help you do it really quickly. Think about the kind of circuit you want to build and have a go. Think about the coding language that you want to learn and actually try it rather than just going to a textbook. I think the lesson that we've learned out of this has been that there's no substitute for action.
Walking out of Humm Tech, I feel like I've just walked out the set of Back to the Future 4 because of how futuristic their technology is. I can't wait for these headsets to be available in the market so I can finally remember where I put my glasses with my doubled short-term memory capacity. On that lighter note, this is Deepika Raj for Undercurrent.